whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. And today, a brand new Auchentoshan. It's a very special Auchentoshan this time around because this is a Amazon exclusive. So there's nowhere else where you can get it. They don't even have it at the distillery yet. You can only buy it on Amazon. So it's an Amazon exclusive. The funny thing was, when I went online, Amazon said, we do not ship to Belgium. So I had to, get my friends in again to help me obtain a bottle of the Auchentoshan Sauvignon Blanc finish. Now that, as far as I'm aware, is the very first whiskey being finished on a Sauvignon Blanc wine cask. That is something special indeed. But it's not all. That's not all. No, indeed. On the box, there is here a snowflake, and it says, crafted to be enjoyed chilled. Wait, what? Enjoyed chilled? You have to pour this from the fridge or something, or put ice in it? I'm not the type of guy to put ice in my whiskey, or especially not to pour my whiskey from the fridge, or worse yet, the freezer. I haven't had that much of a good experience with that. If you'll remember the Johnnie Walker White Walker, or way back when we had the Dalwhinnie Winter's Gold, the Snow Grouse, for example, and I was a bit skeptical when I read this, and then I thought, oh, Auchentoshan, I know, it's my favorite brand. They're trying to become an urban malt. They're trying to reach a broader, maybe even a younger audience. But I am the Toshan man, so I have to give this a try, right? So let's find out if this is any good. Now, first of all, I'm going to drink it neat, from the shelf. That's how I like my whiskey. So let's give this one a go. It is first matured on bourbon barrels, or bourbon hogsheads, bourbon casks, and then it got a finish on Sauvignon white wine casks, Sauvignon Blanc. It is bottled at 47% ABV, so a bit higher than your standard whiskey strength. It is very pale. This is clearly bourbon cask matured, like I said, and I don't think the white wine casks have imparted any color here, but it is a very pale whiskey, as you can see. Oh, I can already smell it. Oh, yes. Right, let's find out if this is any good on the nose. Well, this is soft and sweet. It's on lemon and grapefruit. I get some young apples, some vanilla. This is very pleasant. This is, for me, this is homecoming. It's also, I do smell the white wine. That's not just my imagination, it's right there. This is like white wine on steroids. I get some lemon curd. It's lighter and more fresh than the standard American oak, let me tell you that. It even reminds me a bit of the old Select. You remember that? About 10 years ago, we had the Auchentoshan Select. Before that was moved to the duty-free range to be replaced by the classic, the Auchentoshan Select green apples. That's what this reminds me of. And I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the Select, so I do get a lovely note of jasmine towards the end. This lovely floral, some lemongrass and jasmine. Nice. All right, on the palate. Quite enjoyable. Lovely. Yes. Oh, this is homecoming for me. Typical classic Auchentoshan style. Green apples, citrusy notes, a bit of a pinch of pepper maybe, some white pepper, a bit of oak in fact, giving it some weight, giving it some body. This is quite good actually. I also get some lemon curd, some lychees even, honeydew melon. It's a bit zesty as well. All in all, this is actually quite lovely. This is actually quite nice. Good, because I was afraid that this would only work coming from the fridge or with ice or whatever. But for the malt lover itself, this is quite nice as well. So, on the finish. It's medium long, and there's even a very surprising salty note. Must be the wine, right? There's a salty note. Okay, it is drowned, it is hidden underneath a layer of sweetness and vanilla and lemon and citrusy notes, etc., etc. But there is a clear salty note at the death, which is quite lovely. Right. Well, the good news is you don't have to put ice in it, you don't have to put it in the fridge. This is a lovely, lovely single malt on its own, and the strength, the 47%, is actually quite nice. Now, I do believe that we are to try this with ice as well. So don't go away, we'll make another one very quickly. All right, like I said, let's give it a try with a cube of ice as well. Yes, I know, Star Wars, it's a Darth Vader day. Never mind. Put some ice in there. Don't be shy. A good dram of the Auchentoshan Sauvignon Blanc finish. Now let's see what this does. Give it some time to accumulate some coldness from the ice, but not too long. Don't allow the ice to melt before you try it, because otherwise it will dilute your whiskey as well, of course. We want it chilled, but not diluted that much. So, without further ado, the Auchentoshan Sauvignon Blanc on ice on the nose. It's no surprise, the citrusy notes and the vanilla is still there. The wine notes are gone, the floral note is still there, but it's not a surprise that the nose becomes somewhat closed now. But nevertheless, it is still textbook Auchentoshan on the palate. Must be the type of wine, because this is actually very good. This is actually, it's zesty, it's alive and kicking, it's very fresh and lively. It is. This redefines aperitif style for me. I would not think that, it's less outspoken than neat, obviously, but it's very much alive on your palate. This is quite refreshing. Aperitif redefined on the finish. There's not a lot of difference on the finish. I get some more green apples now, which gives me an idea. It gives me an idea. Give me a moment here. Don't go away. I got an idea. I'm back. Right. Now, I've enjoyed it neat, enjoyed it quite a bit, but I also enjoyed it with a cube of ice, and much to my surprise, actually, I quite enjoyed it, and it gave me some extra green apple notes, and I think I may have an idea that might just work for your Christmas aperitif. Take a wine glass, add a couple of cubes of ice. A couple is two, so don't overdo it, otherwise you will need too much whiskey anyway. Still the Darth Vader ice cubes, I know, I'm a Star Wars fan as well. And then add 3 slices of the Granny Smith apple. And then, don't be shy. There we go. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is your aperitif for Christmas sorted. Oh yes, especially the green apples, they reinforce what Auchentoshan already does. So this is the best of 3 worlds. It is a very fruity, very lovely, light style aperitif. It's not champagne, it is more powerful, obviously, because this is 47%. But thanks to the ice and the fruit, it gives this very fresh and lovely aperitif style nose. It's chilled now. The green apples have done what they have to do. Let's find out. Like I said, that is your aperitif for Christmas sorted. And that's all for this whiskey rambling with the very new Amazon exclusive, the Auchentoshan Sauvignon Blanc finish at 47% ABV, aperitif style whiskey redefined. And I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you.